Here's how to train your speed year round without burning out or getting injured. The golden rule is to sprint every single week, all year round, even in the off season. This is just a non-negotiable for all rugby players. The reason for this is consistent exposure to sprinting keeps your tissue robust and it maintains your speed base. Taking loads of time off from sprinting, then suddenly coming back to pre-season and blasting out some maximum efforts is exactly how you're going to get really, really sore or you're going to pull a hamstring. So in the off season, focus on building your acceleration foundation and continue exposure to top speed. I'd always recommend using flying starts or build-up sprints just to ease off the load of maximum effort starts. Due to the lack of rugby, you can afford more volume and also more variety of sprint sessions. Focus heavily on your technique. Refine your movement quality, use really, really simple drills and tools like filming yourself. Make sure you're doing this so you're analyzing how you are sprinting, how your rhythm, how your posture, how your timing is developing. And heavy strength and really simple plyometrics. These are going to be great supplements to your speed training in the off season as well. By the way, if you didn't know me, my name's Ben and I help rugby players get leaner, stronger and faster to reach the next level of their game. If you want to work with me with elite level coaching one-to-one, then check out the link in the description. You can do it for free. Moving to the preseason, and now we are back to rugby training. Getting more specific is going to be key. You need to add the ball. You need to add an element of decision making. You essentially just need to play the game. Increase the intensity, progress your acceleration and your top speed work with more demanding scenarios like different starting positions, bringing in more changes of direction and more agility with rugby scenarios and reactive cues, and start to test yourself. Pre-season is when to dial up your volume and your intensity and try to get gains in your fitness levels. Simple methods of testing are to use a camera and some markers on a pitch like poles or cones. Film it, use the time that it's taken, test it and retest it every 4 to 6 weeks. You need to measure if you're getting faster or not. And moving to the in-season. Here we need to maintain your speed and not get injured. Don't try to make those massive developments during the competitive season. Sticking to 1 to 2 speed-specific sessions per week maximum, depending on your game schedule, obviously. Prioritize your acceleration and your agility because these are most relevant to game situations. Add in a couple of max velocity sprints each week, mainly for robustness purposes. A simple rule of thumb for the in-season is to keep the volume low, keep the intensity high. Here, you always need to work around game and training schedules. My simple method of training speed in the season is to do it pre-team training. Even 15 minutes before each training starts is going to make a huge difference to your speed, as long as it's structured and as long as you reach intensity. If you have a bye week in your competitive season, then you can up the volume of speed sessions you do because you don't need to worry about being too tired on the game day. Always prioritize the following. Acceleration above all else. Most rugby sprints are going to be under 30 meters in distance, so do these all the time. Sport-specific speed. Get the ball in your hands. Reactive situations, game scenarios, these are the ones that really matter. Quality over quantity. One perfect speed session in a week is going to beat 3 really mediocre ones or low intensity ones. And little and often. I really, really like this rule. It is so much better to expose yourself to multiple high intensity efforts over the space of a week than have one massive hit that spikes your load to a risky level. Speed, it is a year-round commitment. Sprint every single week, train it properly, and you are going to be faster next season than you were this one. All of the rugby speed training knowledge in the world is completely useless without this one rule. You can do every single speed drill, every sprint session, every gym exercise in the world, but the most specific way to improve your speed for rugby is to train and play rugby. Get on the pitch, sprint with the ball in hand, react to real game situations, make decisions at speed, play the game at good intensity. There is no substitute for the game itself. If your rugby training never really seems to get you up to 90+% of your max speed, then it's up to you to top that up where it's necessary. And this could be as simple as a post-team warm-up, go and do 2 maximum effort sprints before the next drill. That's better than doing no hard efforts that week. The gym, the track, the drills, all of that stuff, it all supports your speed, yes. Rugby is where it counts, and rugby is where you specifically get better. So you've got to do both. Speed is one of the hardest physical qualities of rugby to improve, but when done consistently and with a bit of structure, it works, and it is a match winner. Most players just don't train it properly, or they just don't do it at all. So now you know what to do, the types of speed, the drills, the supplementary gym training, how to periodize it for your position and for your season. And if you want all of this structured into a complete rugby performance program with speed training built in, join my program completely for free for 28 days. The link is in the description.